Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is wonderful, awesome, and amazing, really, to be here with you today on this beautiful, beautiful day. I hope that it is equally, if not more beautiful, wherever it is that you are on this incredible planet that we are occupying in this moment.
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
So today, we are talking about arguably the most difficult pathway to enlightenment. There are four pathways. We have, just to get right into this, we have four pathways. We have Jnana Yoga, which is, as I said, probably the most difficult. We have Bhakti Yoga, which is the path of love, which is usually what a beginner will engage in, the path of love. And then we have selfless giving as a path. That is a path where you give selflessly of yourself for the enlightenment of all sentient beings, without reserve, with all you have, selfless giving. And then we have Jnana Yoga as the third path. And then the fourth path is mysticism. The pathway of mysticism is not really taken by that many, but nor is the pathway to enlightenment, to be perfectly honest. Most people are not interested in the pathway to enlightenment, in any pathway to enlightenment. It isn't a popular path in life. Not that many people engage in any of the pathways to enlightenment, much less meditation, mindfulness. Most people do not. So if you are finding yourself here and wondering about any of these pathways, that tells you something about who you are, not to, of course, feel elite in any way. That is not the point. What we strive to do is release the ego, to let it go, to understand that it is not necessary anymore for you in this lifetime if you're hearing this. The ego comes into play very young in our lives, in the first few months of life, realizing that you need something many times, depending on where you are and how you're living and where you live, to protect you. And so we engage in this search for finding peace and well-being, and we develop an ego to protect. Really, that's the bottom line. It protects you as you're growing up, and then one day we realize that it is no longer necessary. The ego is something that is actually blocking your happiness, blocking your peace, blocking your compassion. When there is a sense of I, when there is a sense of I exist and you exist, this duality prevents us from knowing the truth, which is that we are one. And so when we begin to learn about the pathways to enlightenment, or the pathways, let's call them the pathways to happiness, the pathways to higher consciousness, the pathways to peace, we then begin to learn about the different pathways. And the pathway I'm going to be talking about today is Jnana Yoga. It is, as I said, a challenging path. We begin to learn about discriminating. Now, the word discrimination has, and rightly so, been used quite a bit, in my lifetime at least, for developing a distaste for a group of people, a group of beings, a group of animals, whether it's white, black, brown, red, yellow, purple. And there comes to be many times with many humans a predisposition to not liking a group for whatever reason. Usually it is handed down. Hate is not natural. Hate and discrimination in that regard is handed down, isn't it? But the discrimination that I'm going to be talking about today is very different. It is learning how to discriminate with what is real and what is unreal, what is everlasting and what is temporal, what doesn't last. And so, how do you learn to discriminate what is real and what isn't? Discrimination in business, in relationships, in the big issues, the big items in life. The art of discrimination is vital, absolutely vital to living a life by design, a life that you design under your goals, ideas, precepts, not a design that was given to you, which most people embark upon because they were given a pathway by well-meaning, loving, most of the time, adults who feel that they are doing their very best and who are most of the time doing their very best to give you a life worth living, a life where you're happy and satisfied and at peace, right? But then one day we wake up, we begin to wake up and realize that it is not the life that you are choosing, it's the life you were given. So discrimination means seeing what is real and what is not real. This is how we begin. We begin by understanding, once again, that discrimination means seeing what is real and what is not real. To know and understand what lasts and what is transitory or temporal, what could be lost with time. This is the understanding that you need to live a most fulfilled life. You want to learn how to discriminate. You must become, when you want to learn how to discriminate, you must become self-reflecting. Taking a look at who you are, why you are, what you are. You must become self-reflecting. In other words, the question becomes the very imposing and big question becomes, who am I? Who am I? Who am I asking this question? Who am I wanting an answer to this question, to any question? Who am I? And to learn about who I am, I must still my thoughts to be able to hear the musings of eternity, to be able to see and understand who I am. We go within. To find the answer, it is necessary to meditate, to sit in stillness. And when you do, you discover ultimately that you are not the body that you have been led to believe that you are. You are not the body that you inhabit. You are, quite simply, eternity. You are light. You are love in a body that hopefully is having a really great time living this life on this earth. But Let's back up just a minute. To come to this conclusion that we are eternity, that we are timeless, to discriminate from that perspective, we must first eliminate. The process of elimination begins by examining everything in this existence. And we see that everything exists temporarily. If you look at nature, you see that nothing lasts forever, even things that are here for billions of years, hundreds, thousands, billions of years. Eventually, they go away. Even in nature, it doesn't last. But what is left is eternal. And that is our real, true self. You are the light of existence incarnate, living in a body. Nothing lasts but that. You. And all that is left is the true self. When you look around you, when you look at nature, anything and everything that you can see will one day be gone. When you understand, when you're able to remind yourself that everything changes, everything falls away, everything is transitory, you can see life more as a dream. A dream seems very real, doesn't it? You fall asleep, you dream, you may be thirsty in the dream, and you may take a drink in the dream, but when you wake up, you're still thirsty. The dream comes, the dream goes. We have experiences, and everything feels so vivid in a dream. It's visceral. You can feel it in every cell of your body when you're dreaming. But when you wake up, it all falls away. And you realize it was just a dream. Joy, horror, whatever we experienced in the dream fades away. So when we wake up from this dream of existence, from the ignorance of this world, look around anywhere you like, turn on any channel on any stream regarding things that are going on in our world today, last year, hundreds of years ago, in the future, and you see that it is all a dream. That we are all seeing ourselves in a separate body, as a separate ego, as an identity, and this all falls away. We will be gone. None of us escapes. Our bodies will be gone one day. But as you are love, as you are eternity, what will still remain is you, your being as a being of love. Love remains. Love does not go away. Your eternal, light, loving nature remains. But while here in this world, living this life, your mind must become very strong. Very, very strong. You must develop a mind through meditation, constant discrimination, through constant inner reflection. And you do this by sitting in meditation. You become very strong. Your power increases so that you can serve. You can do more. You can be more. You can develop the being that you want to be. You can set out to construct you, to realize you, to see you as opposed to the person with the personality that you were given. You become very, very strong. All of this happens through meditation and inner reflection. You must ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? You have to constantly remind yourself that you are not this temporary body. It feels like it's very real, doesn't it? It feels like that's all that there is. That's all you know. But I can tell you that when you sit in stillness, when you quiet your thoughts, when you stop your thoughts eventually, you see the reality in who you are, which is light itself, which is love itself, God herself, God himself, however it is that you would like to see God, the universe, source. That is what you see when you meditate. You're able to touch in the beginning stages. You're able to touch eternity until you finally realize through maybe hundreds, thousands of lifetimes that you are that. I'm encouraging you to begin to strengthen your mind, to calm your mind, to still the mind so that you can see that you are that you are light, you are love, you are compassion itself in a body. You don't have compassion, you don't have love, you are that. You don't meditate, you are meditation. You can begin to take a look at this possibility as you sit in meditation. And when you do, you begin to be unaffected by the actions or inactions of others and yourself. You don't berate yourself, you don't judge yourself. You begin to realize that it's all a dream and that you can forgive, you can let go of the hurt, the pain that maybe someone caused, or that you took on their ideas as they were being unkind to you. You become unaffected when you realize the truth in who you are. That no matter what you may have heard or may hear in the future, you are love. And with a strong mind, with a strong developed mind through the practice of meditation, you begin to see glimpses of that. You begin to realize, to remember exactly who you were when you landed here on this planet. That angelic infant that landed here on this planet. And in this way, you become detached. You become detached as you increase your ability to see clearly in all matters, in all things. Your ability to see clearly increases. You learn to discriminate. And you begin to understand that this separate identity that you have been given, you have been taught to believe in, is false. That there is no you, there is no me, that we are one. And that is the way it is with everyone that you see living on this planet. They are a part of you, you are a part of them. As you learn to discriminate between what is lasting and what is not lasting, what is everlasting and what is temporal, you learn that the self is eternal and that there is nothing but the self. As you begin to see life as a dream. the phantoms of existence fall away. And, in the dream, there are useful ideas, certainly. Many useful ideas. And we begin to sort of dream that there is something else on the other side of the rainbow in this dream that we're living. We begin to feel that there's something on the other side of the rainbow. Light, lasting, everlasting, joy, bliss, happiness, love. That is real and eternal. But you have to constantly reflect. Remember this. You have to constantly reflect with a very strong mind, which you develop with meditation, with a consistent daily practice in meditation. And you begin to understand that birth and death are just a part of the illusion, part of the dream. You wake up from the dream when you begin to realize this, that you are only eternity. You are that. Everlasting love, everlasting light, everlasting compassion, everlasting forgiveness. That is you. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, every day when we wake up, we take a shower, or at the very least, wash our hands and face. And we sit, put on clean, loose clothing, sit up nice and straight. Your tummy is empty. You may stay awake. I recommend that you stay awake. Have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, or maybe do some stretches to make sure that you do stay awake. And then we sit for 15 minutes. We sit for 15 minutes with our music. Our music is infused with enlightened energy, produced, composed, engineered by a fully enlightened being for this purpose, for you, to help you to meditate more easily, more deeply. Your back is straight. Your hands are resting comfortably in your lap. You may be sitting on a pillow with your legs crossed, or in a chair with your feet on the floor. You're comfortable with your back straight. At the end of the meditation, we bow, forehead to the ground, offering up your meditation to the universe, to God, to Source, to happiness. You offer your meditation in gratitude for all that is, all that has been, and all that will be. As you live this incredible dream, this amazing dream, or ride, this amazing ride, as many consider it. And you have a good time as you consider, who am I? As we prepare to meditate, I'm going to take myself off camera. As we begin to relax the body, sit up nice and straight, and take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your facial muscles, your jaw muscles will also begin to relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your neck. your throat. Relax your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your chest, your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax your back. Your abdomen. Release the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips. Relax your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax. 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 Practice this technique, the following technique, whenever you feel tension entering into you from the outside. This exercise can be practiced while seated or as part of mindfulness while you work, talk with others, or engage in any activity. This exercise is particularly effective when you need to stop tension, frustration, or panic immediately. Focus your attention on the center of your stomach, in the area of your navel. You may want to see this as a golden ball of light. Feel that this is an area of tremendous strength. Visualize a sphere, a dome of energy, now red energy surrounding your entire body, which is supported by your own willpower. Positive thoughts, feelings, ideas, and vibrations can pass through this sphere and reach you. But as long as you visualize this sphere of red energy surrounding you, negative thoughts, hostilities, anger, and aggressive feelings of other persons and situations cannot enter you. While you are visualizing this sphere of red energy surrounding you, feel that you are consciously directing energy from the center of your body, in the area of your navel, throughout the sphere. Feel that the energy of your willpower can easily deflect tension-causing feelings and frustrations that are directed toward you from the outside world. You will find that with repeated practice, it becomes easier and easier to visualize this sphere of red energy, and that you will be able to stop the negative energy of others from entering you. Continue to visualize this sphere of red energy surrounding you into the first few moments of our meditation music. If you are new to the practice of meditation, until our meditation music has ended. For those of you who have been practicing a few years or longer, continue visualizing the sphere of red energy into the first few moments of our meditation music, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being with us today. We're so grateful for you to be here meditating with us together. Whether it's in this moment or in the days, months, years to come, still we are here together in this very moment. It is an important aspect, discrimination, an important aspect of living and working in this world, to realize in every moment that it is a dream, it is temporary. Every emotion, every thought, every action. And so we work to do our very best to discriminate between that which is lasting, everlasting, and temporal, temporary, not lasting, so that we live our lives as though every minute is our last minute, living the dream as fully, as filled with joy, as loving as we possibly can. Thank you. Namaste. Wait a second. Before we go, 10 things to do. I've added one. So before you do the 10 things to do, learn to love yourselves. Love yourselves fully, unapologetically, without judgment. Love yourselves. And then number 1, love someone or something more than you love yourself. Number 2, take chances constantly. Number 3, stop taking yourselves so seriously. Number 4, start taking others more seriously. Number 5, never, ever, ever give up hope. Number 6, meditate more deeply today than you ever have. Number 7, learn to dance. Learn to dance. Number 8, feel the pain of the world and be happy anyway. Number 9, let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Number 10, look beyond all of this and know the truth. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll see you soon.